Hello Marvel Heroes fans, you have requested a video on Black Widow, so there you are. And she is actually one of my favorite heroes in this game. Now, although she may not be a logical choice when it comes to the strongest hero in this game, but I mean, she under certain scenario whereby, like especially in the group scenario, and also even in the Cosmic Patrol, she's doing pretty well there as well. So today we're going to make a video on the Black Widow. I'm going to show you a few clips on how she performed in Cosmic Patrol, because now that's the hardest content in game. So it'll be good to have a look at how Black Widow performed in that environment. And also I'm going to run through one of the terminal with Cosmic Bounty as well, as always, and to show you a little bit about how the rotation works and how to play her. And then I'll talk a little bit about the gear and the power choice as well as Omega as usual. That's what I'll do. But before we head to the Cosmic Patrol, just a little bit sharing on her stats. Now, she's using a hybrid build, which is a power cosmic. She actually do better as you deal damage. You can see the stat jumps up as well, so it becomes 23 on the fighting instead of 21. So when I look at the stat, you always have to make sure all these things are actively on, like her buff as well is actively on. So now, without going through the detail one by one, I'm going to just read it out for you. Her crit is 52.3%, very decent for a hero whereby we don't use any Gunir or any of these artifact except Gem of the Curse that give you crit. Her brutal is 63.8%. Now that is pretty good as a brutal range of that. Then her crit damage rating is 311%, very decent without Gunir. Her brutal damage rating is 631%. Again, these are pretty strong stats. Now I'm sure you can do better than me, but I mean, this is what I have today, and I'm pretty happy with what she has. And in terms of her flat damage, now her flat damage is about 261%. That is on top of the 100% you have, so it's 361% if you think about the overall damage in terms of the normal damage. But the best thing about the Black Widow, which you can't see in this environment, is that she has unaware target as well from her gear. It rounds up about 33% for unaware. Also, I'm building her around burn as well. So when the target is burned, she deals an addition of 42%. So all in all, it translates to 336% on top of the base damage. So in total, there's 436% normal damage. I think she's really strong in terms of all these stats. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to run through a couple of clips on the Cosmic Patrol, and after that, one of the Cosmic Terminal doing a bounty. Then we come back here, talk a little bit about gear, about the build that I've chosen for her, as well as Omega system. All right. Okay, this is Black Widow versus a whole cohort of super villains, and this is one of the harder wave that we have, because there's a lot of like very nasty villains right now. So the first thing you always do is to find a place that just to hide somewhere as a range. Just find a nice spot, then you don't need to play the hero and go up in the middle, because you are very sure you get destroyed. And some of these super villains are very hard, so just find a nice spot whereby you can pick quite a few at the same time. And all these little buggers that you have to kill as well. And as a Black Widow, it's quite a lot of see whether I can save this girl or not. Okay, alright, that's cool. So as a Black Widow, I can go stealth right now and just work through the rotation. And see a lot of brutal going on, and I think someone aggro the Patrol as well. Balrog, sorry. Don't really know how to pronounce that. And ooh, whoa. Yeah, so I thought I got like somewhere in the middle somewhere. Okay, so I need to find a nice spot whereby it's relatively safe for a ranged hero to do the thing. Wow, so that was brutal. A lot of people died just now. And I mean, I haven't played Black Widow for some time, Okay, now I go to stealth again, which is her signature, which is good. I just like, but somehow I don't know why some of her power just doesn't really seems to. Okay, another hero die, and I think she should just release. I mean, you know, there's no way anybody can save her, but in the middle of all this craziness. So yeah, somehow the rotation doesn't seem to work all the time. I don't know why. You know, I press a button, but it doesn't register. So I'm trying to match up the thing here. And another thing that's worth noting is if you take a look at the spirit cost of this Black Widow, is basically it's just non-existent at all. There's no spirit cost to what she does, and it's great stuff because I mean it's really nice to play this Black Widow because I know that there's no, basically I can just keep holding my trigger and everything will be alright. Yeah. Things get a little bit messy, so I make sure that I have to recover somewhere. She can go stealth anytime, so that's good. And because I believe the ooh, wow, hang on a sec. So I believe you know, Black Widow has a spirit return for the for Crit and Brutal, where she does a lot of Crit and Brutal because of the barrage and so on. So it is really hard for playing Black Widow in a cosmic patrol scenario, because I mean when there's a group of mobs, then you know, even the trash mob she probably will die doing it. So but I thought I'd give you a flavor as in what her group play is like, and yeah, so I thought I have, you know, called a drone now, but it just doesn't register at all sometimes. So you know, so I have to press it slowly one by one, which is kind of like, you know, a bumper, because I've got a mouse where I can press those buttons quite fast. Okay, so now it's almost everybody's gone, and I think a job done right now. Soon. Oop, there's still two more. Wow, this is like taking forever, huh? And my wife is with me playing Raccoon right now. See, it doesn't register at all the drone, so I have to make sure that I do it slowly, which is like yeah, it's not that snappy at all. No idea why. So I mean, the rotation is it's kind of nice because now they synchronize the cooldown to be the same time of cooldown. So you know, all these 3 power, if they actually come out, it's actually pretty nice. All right, done. So yeah, I thought this is a short clip on how Black Widow performed in the patrol. Okay, this is Black Widows in the low-key wave, which is also one of the harder wave out there, and if you are not careful enough, you may end up dead. And use the ultimate if you can, because Cosmic Patrol is no joke. When you see any danger anything that look like danger is probably danger, so just stay away. Survival is important, and have to find a nice spot to get into the groove, so as to say. I mean, Black Widow is about rotation, so once you get a very nice spot like right now, then I can just focus on my rotation, make sure that I've got the drone, the knife, the Widow's Kiss onto it, and then once my Widowmaker is full, then I can put a stun and do a Crop de Grace as well. So that is basically what I usually do, or signature stun, Crop de Grace, and after that go back out. Oops. Then the standard rotation of drones, grenade, and the kits. Yeah. As for the kits, I mean, sometimes you have to make a judgmental call not to get too close, because it could otherwise kill you with all this nonsense that go on. But you know, and whenever there's a chance to empty your Widowmaker, just make sure that get it off the Widowmaker. So yeah, I mean, I thought I'd give you this one is a quick clip on what Black Widow would be like in Cosmic Patrol. Okay, this is Cosmic Patrol, Black Widow versus Mr. Hyde. So I thought I'd give a single target rotation just to illustrate how the whole rotation works. Basically, just like I mentioned, make sure that the drones are on, good knights are on, and the kids are on, and that's it. Then when the Widow Maker is about full, then do a stun, and like now just do a stun and then go in with the Coffee Grace. And that's about it. But of course the priority is just to make sure that you survive without jeopardizing yourself while it's too focused on the rotation. Alright? And then just keep applying the DOT whenever you can. Okay, stun, Copy Grace, then signature, stun again, Copy Grace, then go back out, find a nice place to just keep the drone rotation going on, drone, good night, and kiss. So, and yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking, so I think that's it. Yeah, so that is the single target rotation, and I've got a lick, not low-key. Damn. Okay, so I asked my wife which terminal should I do, and she said Kurse, so Kurse it is. Black Widow versus Cosmic Curse. Now, I'm going to do a bounty, so there you go. And because she's solo, then I'll have to use a rotation of the grenades, and then drones, and then another grenades, and then the Widow's Kiss. So these are my 4 rotation, all within the same 5-second cooldown. And beautiful. And if I can do a stun, then I'll do you know, coup de grace or coup de grace. I don't know. That's what my wife said. Okay, so here you go. So very nice. Stealth in. You know, stun. Then okay, stun. Then coup de grace. Then stun. I mean, you have to patiently work through the whole thing. And that's it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you know, it is. She actually does a lot better in the group environment. And I can use a signature whereby nobody sees me. I hope. I don't know. It seems that no one sees me. Okay. And I use a. I mean, you know, she's an executor. I mean, you know, when you use her to play the raid in the you know, the prisoner, the slug prisoner one, you can actually one-shot all those like you know, the yellow mobs that's killing the prisoner. It's very nice because she can do a stun and then do a coup de grace. All right. So I mean, so far it's been pretty nice and easy, and nothing happens here. All right. So it's just have to keep the stun on if you can in a solo environment, and if need to, just use a crop the grass to execute. So let me just show you how to execute. So it's something like, well, I don't know whether I can or not here. So well, I don't know what happened. So yeah, by right I should be able to execute that pretty nicely. But anyway, my Widow Maker was not full. So I'm working my way through, and this is a whole bunch of them. What I'm gonna do? And the good thing about Black Widow is that if I continue to stealth, I mean, if I do stealth every 5 seconds, which I always do, I'll actually get another buff from the unique as well. Alright. So you just work your way through. And if you see my video on the Winter Soldier, she's somewhat like that, but you know, Winter Soldier is better in the sense that he can remain stealth for some of the power, while Black Widow, the moment she attacks, the stealth is off. So you know, should I do this group? Why not? My wife likes to see me suffer, so there you go. Right? So there you go. Nice and easy. One more here. That's it. Save this guy. Don't know why I'm still doing that. I don't need XP anymore. Okay, there's a whole bunch of I don't know, man. It's pretty scary when it comes to a Black Widow and this part. So let me do assassination for you. See whether I stun Copy Grace. No, I don't know, man. What happened? Is it being nerfed or what? Yeah, I don't know, man. It used to be much better, but. Just keep the 4 power on the rotation, and it's fine. So it's whole bunch. So just yeah. So there you go. So it's a lot of like playing with the mobs. You can't really do the Iceman thingy on top, but that's fine. Not every hero is like Iceman. Now let me try again, man. I really want to like this one, and then there you go. It works. So maybe I press it too fast. So anyway, my bounty is on, so I don't really need to. You know what? Let me just clear this sponge or not. I mean, you know, you could come back and bite me later on. So let me just. There you go. Bye bye. So I think that's enough. So now it's me and Kurse. So what I'll do, I would do a stun and crop the grass, and then do a signature stun and crop the grass, and then run the rotation. All right, just want to run you through this. Know exactly what I'm doing. So this is done signature. No, okay. So now it's just like me and Kurse. See whether I win or I don't know, man. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Okay, run. There's a lot of patience when it comes to playing Kurse, huh? Okay, can't really get in, man. Stun, crop the grass. And alright, because I got a burn, so I need to make sure I get all this off me. Ooh, I want to like okay. Let me do a. What I'll do is I'll do a stun and copy grab. Crap. Stun, copy grass. Stun, copy grass. Okay. That's it, man. Come on, man. So now I'm just working through the rotation. Hope that you won't see me because of my signature. So yeah, I mean that's done, but it's not one of the best kill time for sure. I could have done a much better job if I just like eat the damage and so on. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of slower motion, as in like what rotation I'm doing and how I do it. But I can probably do it a little bit faster if I really want to. So see whether I could jump off the Kurse or not. Come on. Come on. No, not this time. So yeah, alright. Back to the training room. Okay, Black Widow versus Cosmic Kurse once again. Okay, just focus on the rotation and making sure that I've got everything. I'm throwing him everything I've got so far. Whoa. It's very exciting when you play Black Widow and Cosmic Kurse, because you know that Black Widow is very fragile, and the moment that you make a mistake, it's like bye bye Black Widow, so far so good, depending on how you see it. Yeah, so that is probably the best I can do, and that probably about 40 seconds. So I don't know. Yeah, so that is Black Widow versus Kurse. Alright, welcome back, and in this part of the video I'm going to share with you her gear options as well as the build Omega system and so on. Now I hope you have got a chance to look at how she plays when it comes to Cosmic Patrol and Cosmic Terminal. It's a little bit different. When she solo, she relies a lot on the stealth to get out of the problem, and but in a group play she can do all her rotation and do a crop the grass if she need to, or crop the grass. I don't know how you pronounce that. Anyway, in terms of her power choice, this is a range build for hybrids. So, and there's nothing too much to talk about here, because there's only possibly one passive that you need to worry about, which is this guy here. Give you a flat damage as well as crit and brutal as well, crit damage rating. So it's wonderful passive for this one, and they give you a team buff of accuracy as well. This is one of the best passive design so far I've seen, but that's the only one she has. She has another one, which is this one here, but you don't need to put any points in it, because in one of her unique, if you so choose to wear that slot of her unique, you get a whole bunch of like ranks from this one, so you don't need to even put one point here. Now the rest of it is very much like signature is something that you just have to take it anyway, and Some don't like it, some like it. I don't know. I quite like the fact that I can go in stealth every every 40 seconds. I can do a 9-second stealth. So I mean that's pretty alright. I mean, for that period of time, you probably won't get any attack and so on. And it does fully charge a Widowmaker as well, which is this resource over here. I'll talk a little bit about that later. And the main DPS for me is a Stinging Barrage, because that basically is just a barrage kind of power, keep hitting the target. Nothing to talk about. That is great because this one will give you the crit, and the crit is very good because you restore spirit when you crit or brutal, right? So I'll put back gear later on, but basically this whole build is about crit and brutal, because that give me the accuracy, that give me the spirit restore. Very nice. I like being rewarded for crit and brutal in that meaningful way. So that's nice. This one, I don't know how to pronounce this, man. This one is a coup de grace, or but that is basically if you stun a target, you get 50% extra. Initially I thought this was quite good, but somehow I don't know. Recently I tried back again. It doesn't seem so great. But what you could do is that you could do a stun here. This is a stun, meaning that you can use an anti-personnel grenades, stun the target, and then immediately go do a coup de grace to get the 50% extra. I really wish that they factor those into this coup de grace rather than giving a condition like that, because sometimes in a raid environment or in a group environment, it's very hard to see if the target has been stunned or not, and and there's no indicator on the mobs to say that okay, the target is stunned, so do it. No, there's no such thing, right? And the other thing is the Widowmaker. The Widowmaker is it gives you another extra damage as well, 250% damage boost when you have a full Widowmaker on either coup de grace or the deadly kick. I don't do melee, so for range is coup de grace. But even with 250%, even with the 50%, somehow it just doesn't have the punch like it used to before. I don't know. Maybe the mobs does get stronger in some sense, or maybe she just get outdated in some sense. So I don't know. It's just something is not right there. But anyway. In terms of the rotation, is about for range rotation. It's about drones. Drones has it gives you the kind of physical damage. So drone is physical. The anti-personnel grenade is a physical, but the rolling grenade, which is like having a burn effect, is actually a energy, as well as the Widow's Kiss, which is also energy. Now, do note that Widow Kiss has a cone kind of like area to it, so you can't really get too far from the target. You have to get a little bit closer to your mob. So if you intend to have all these two DOT on it, so you have to get relatively closer. But sometimes in Cosmic Patrol you can't get too close, or you just die by one shot. So you just get a bit far. You can't do any Widow's Kiss. Never mind, you kiss all the mobs around you if there are. So it's very nice. Now the very important thing about this build is that it has a burn effect. Now I'll tell you a little bit later why this is important. And then and another thing to note is that after her review, which is like donkey years ago, all her rotation now have a 5-second tag to it, so it's very nice. Everything here is 5-second cooldown, and because this one has an indicator whether it's on cooldown or not, you can use this to gauge whether you should reapply everything else over here. So these whole 4 buttons here, you should keep rotating to get the maximum damage over time, as well as vulnerability debuff. Also, in a raid environment, you probably can skip this one, because it gives vulnerability. In a raid environment or group environment, there must be other heroes that are doing that quite easily, so you don't have to use that if you don't want to, but always use this before the coup de grace, because that would then give 50% more to coup de grace. So and then also her signature give a certain buff, also will give a full Widowmaker. So I'll make sure that I'll empty out the Widowmaker first, coup de grace, and then do a signature, then stun, coup de grace again. Now whether I can stun or not, I'll try, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Depends on how recent the mob is being stunned. So basically, Widow is very nice. Just a very nice, rotation, and it's one of those heroes that I can, kind of relax in the old days, whereby just 4 button or 3 button to play her. Especially X defense is wonderful, and because of her stealth ability in Hollow Seam also work well. All right. So now I put back all my gears, and we can talk a little bit about my gear choice here. Okay, so when it comes to the gear choice, I said that I built the whole gear around burn. So this is a burn kind of like artifact. So with this, it deal extra damage rating versus enemies with burn status. This is wonderful. But so long as you apply the burn, this one will take effect. And same as for this one as well. This one also give a lot for the burn. So so these two combined together is actually quite a fair bit. It's about 42% on base, so it's a big chunk of damage rating versus burn. And then if you play your rotation well, the target is always burn anyway. Alright, so that's it. There's nothing much to talk about. This is Metasensory. All these are blessed with Hela, and this one is Gem of the Cursed, which is wonderful for hybrid build. The medallion I use is the Green Goblin because she does both physical energy as well. So and give me a bit of health, which Widow really need. I use this one Numeria. I use it for my beloved heroes, and she's one of them. And she really need it because she, in her whole design, she doesn't have any health regen. So that's one. Power Cosmic for Black Widow, no brainer, because that gives her the whole big chunk of flat damage as well as the +2 to all attribute when she has the physical and the energy dealt. All right. In terms of unit everything, I just picked her hero design, except this one, which is a Nizanti boots, because I think this one is better than the one that she has. This one has a whole chunk of health. Spirit doesn't really matter because she doesn't really need spirit at all. I mean, if you see the clips, her spirit bar is always full. Yeah. The good thing about it is the +2 to all power. This is +3 because of the item grade 69. And the wonderful thing is the damage rating versus target not attacking you. So in a raid environment, in a group environment, it's wonderful. So I picked this one as well because this one has the damage rating versus target not attacking you. But I think the Mask of Zorn as well, or the Kurse. Slot 5 is also a viable option if you do not like this one, but I like this one because of the health and the stuff there. But the other one has a +2 to all power, so I don't know. You can go through a mats and probably pick one that you like. In terms of cosmic costume cores, is all crit damage rating, and I happen to have a +1 fighting and the regen, so I'm happy. And although nowadays the core have 4 affixes, 5 affixes, but I think by and large this is an alright one. I don't need the spirit, but I need the health. So in terms of the Omega system, alright. In terms of Omega system, 10 points in spin tech, alright. This I have it for all hero, all non-summoner I have it. And I have this melt phase for 4. They give me a little bit of brutal damage rating, and I further increase the crit and brutal as well. You see my crit and brutal, they are doing pretty well. I've experimented on these 3, not entirely sure whether I like it or not, but I do end up have a 10% base damage to range power, which is good. The one that I don't like is the I spent 50 points on the special item farm, which is what 1% is what I don't even know what 1% means. It's not a lot, and yeah, I think this all 3 of them are wasting all my points to get these 10 points here. Okay, here is I want more brutal. More brutal is good. You've seen her brutal is over 600 and over 600 brutal damage rating, which is great stuff. Then I have this guy here, which is the also brutal strike rating for guild suppression. Now, the reason why I picked this one, okay, I did it by mistake because last time I think they tagged it wrongly. I've still got a screenshot to show you. They say they don't have melee there. It's just crit damage, crit hit rating and crit damage rating. So okay, that's no brainer. But then oops, they put a melee there back again, and I so okay, well, I could reset it and recover some of my points. Probably I should. I don't know. Because I do have a little bit of extra crit damage rating, but I don't really need the melee because I don't do melee. All right. This one is for hybrid. This one is quite nice. It's a plus 8% base to energy if you hit with a physical, and also the other way around. So you get a nice plus 8 base to both energy and physical, although you only benefit one at a time. So but the investment is quite low here. But you must look at these two in totality, because you can't really go without one without the other. They may as well just combine in one node. I don't know why they do that. Then this one is the I've also boosted the base. These are lower priority, by the way. If you have too many omega points to burn, you burn it on this one. I suggest to probably look into something else. This one gives me the range, base to range, and also a little bit on the target not attacking you. Again, you know, these are the things that will probably not show up on the score sheet, but it happens behind the scene. I picked the 99 pistol. I really don't know. I mean, I still feel that I don't need that, because anyway the Cosmic Patrol is hitting me pretty hard. Without this one, not going to save me much. I can't regret picking this one as well. But you know, this one is that when I do range power, I have a physical and energy damage buff for 5 seconds, step up to 5 times. All right, so 5 times 65 is quite a fair bit. About 300 divided by 6 divided by 40 is the percentage you have. So these are the things that keep going up once you start playing your hero. So this is nice. This one I'm not quite sure. Yeah. And then usually I put 9 points here, but I really don't know what else to put, so I put 10 points. But the 9 point is within my cost effectiveness that I'm comfortable with. Plus fighting is important for a hybrid hero like Black Widow, and I put like this guy here. For the brutal, I put 1 point here because I got too many points, don't know where to put, just a little bit of health, doesn't really matter. But I think by and large the priority is really about the spin tag. The plus fighting is the two that you should go for. Anything with the brutal, you go for it. All right. I think that's all it is. The hero synergy system, I won't talk too much about it. Just take a screenshot. I think these are pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like Black Widow, and I really like the fact that it's a little bit different from the rest of the hero. But having said that, I think she's a little bit dated. I hope sometime soon Gazillion is going to do another review on her, probably boost up her damage. I mean, the damage is not quite there, survivability also a little bit hard when it comes to Cosmic Patrol. If you are facing a group of mob that keeps shooting stuff onto her, just doesn't cut it. Alright, so thank you for watching, and as always, drop the comments below, and I've also opened up a link below to list out all my videos by category, so check them out as well. If you have any requests, let me know. Bye.